Good morning. Welcome to the Beat of Hope. This is a bonus episode. And in this episode, we're going to talk about heart transplants reimagined, technology and surgery since 2009 when I had my first transplant. Welcome to the Endless Hoping podcast, where we break down the science and stories shaping the future of healthcare. I'm your host, Clinton Knapp, and today we're beginning a two-part series on one of the most complex, emotional, and inspiring fields in medicine, heart transplantation, something near and dear to my heart. So, over the past decade and a half, we've seen the field undergo a dramatic transformation, not just in how the surgeries are performed, but in how we preserve the donor organs and expand access to this life-saving procedure. So let's start with the heart of the matter, literally, the operating room. So, transforming the transplant. Modern surgical techniques. For the most part of the modern era, heart transplants were large, invasive, and operations that required opening the chest via sternotomy, placing the patient on a long heart and lung machine, and performing the transplant manually. While this is still the core of the procedure since 2009, we've seen advances in surgical technology that have significantly changed how it's done. Incisions are now minimally invasive, which allow for quicker recovery. Also, surgeons are using robotic assistance and 3D mapping tools to improve the accuracy, reduce the trauma, and even shorten the time under anesthesia. This is particularly beneficial for high-risk or elderly patients, for whom traditionally surgery posed greater dangers. Robotic systems like the Da Vinci surgical system, through more common in-valve repair and bypass procedures, are increasingly influencing how we think about heart surgery. While still emerging in the transplant world, the precision these systems offer hints at a future where heart transplantation may never require the same level of invasiveness as it once did. Next, we're going to talk about keeping the heart beating, which is also a very important part. Perhaps one of the most game-changing innovations in the heart transplantation came out not from the OR, but from how donor hearts are transported. Traditionally, donor hearts had been preserved in cold storage, put on ice, for a maximum of 4 to 6 hours. That creates a ticking clock and allows limits of how far a heart can be transported, even confining donors and recipients to the same region. But since 2015, a new technology known as the organ care system, often referred to as heart in a box, has been rewriting those rules. Developed by Transmedics, the OCS keeps the donor heart warm, oxygenated, and beating as it's transported. This not only extends the window of transportation, but allows transplant surgeons better access to the organ's function before the operation.